Hey everyone, in this video I'm going to be looking at the LEGO Minecraft The Horse Stable set, which is new for 2021. In addition to the terrain and structure, this comes with technically 3 horses and 2 figures. I like how the main stable structure is set up. It is definitely something that could be built in-game, so there's a fair amount of realism, at least it's reasonable enough. You've got the birch wood construction with fences and gates in the front, so you can open these up to get better access for your animals to get in and out. Bucket of water there. I'll talk about what's on the right in just a minute. Hay bales on the side and also one up top just as a marker, and coming around the back you can see that there's a little bit of texture that's been added in here. So, that's nicer than it needed to be, but I especially, again, appreciate the fact that it is enclosed. Over here is a container with a regular carrot and also a golden carrot. Nice to see. And there's a little bit of a carrot patch being grown over here, plus a suggestion of water in the ground. Up front is a little bit of training, obstacle course area. So this is a hedge for a horse to jump over during training, get some flowers obviously, and then this is just a hurdle as well. And I think I mentioned the water bucket there. All of this also pops up relatively easily. It's not attached too hard or too securely, so if you want to get easier access from the top, you can. You don't really need to. They also have ample jumper pieces used for attaching things to the top simply without making them, really get attached. And also having jumpers as opposed to just regular studded areas allows you to rotate things around. So if I wanted to put this horse right here and have it at an angle, I can, or if you put a figure there, you can put him at an angle. So that's all good. But overall, this is pretty straightforward in how it's built, but I think that it's good. This is actually a foal here, so smaller than standard size, and you see how it scales relative to a minifigure, but that's nice. People like to have baby animals represented, so if you want to make this into a full-size one, you can, because the only thing that's exclusive to horses in the LEGO Minecraft world are the headpieces, and that's going to be used the same whether you're doing a foal or a full adult. Speaking of full adult, this one is included with diamond armor already pre-applied to it. There's no way to swap it out from that, because to make like a non-armored version of this with just the pieces included here, because the head itself has the medium azure color. But with the full-size one, you can angle the head up and down somewhat realistically, and you can also make it buck up like so. There we go, and it will stand. I think I can get it to balance. Yeah, there we go, without using the tail, but the tail just makes it a little bit easier if you want. It's got the saddle on it, so you can put, for example, a completely random minifigure on there, and it's just, the most simple possible way to do it. It just sits on top. The scale obviously is not quite right, but it's not too far off, and I think it works well enough for the suggestion of minifig scale here. This then is a skeleton horse, and of course LEGO has made skeleton horses, literally, they've made skeleton versions of horses for monster lines and stuff like that, but this being built up, brick built as it is, makes it fit into the Minecraft world a lot better, I think. And this still does have the same articulation of the head going up and down, and it's also able to buck up, which is important, especially when it's being ridden by its correct style of rider. You got the skeleton rider over here with the enchanted bow and enchanted helmet as well. I like what they did with the head. It's simple, but this is just LEGO being LEGO. Using their parts in creative enough ways. Nothing too special here, but I like this. And then looking at the figures, there's more good news. First and foremost, we finally have an official LEGO Minecraft TRIDENT piece, and that's done in sand green. It looks pretty perfect to me. So glad that they've finally introduced that. People have been asking for that for quite some time now. They first introduced LEGO Minecraft Update Aquatic stuff quite a while ago, and they should have included that then, but better late than never, definitely. And then the face print here. Thank goodness, the face print is good. That skin tone is proper. It has the opacity that I want to see. It's nice and bright. The white color is not the whitest, but it's whiter than the skin tone, and overall I'm happy with that. The print for the torso is not quite as good. That could have been done better, but at least the head is good. And I always like to see the enchanted stuff over here. I like to see player characters that are not Steve, You know? And yeah, the print on the back is again not the best, but could be worse. I want to see more of that quality though. That's good. Finally, here's just a little bit more good news. That is a spare, and I'm not the only person to get a spare Trident with this set. I don't know if everyone will get that. I'm hoping that it is intentional, that they wanted to include a spare Trident in every set. It's almost like they're making up for not doing one up to now. And also an extra of the dark tan, rare dark tan colored hollow stud is nice. Oh, there might be actually a little bit more good news here, because I paid $20 US for this set, and that feels completely reasonable to me personally. I forgot to show you this, apologies for that, but just the suggestion of an alternate way to set up the so-called obstacle course down here, because the plates, the major plates, are just connected with 2x4 plates, and you can see that there, you know, the major sections of it. But I just feel like $20 is a reasonable price for this amount of stuff. I'm glad that we get some nice stuff, including the diamond armor for headpiece for the horse in particular, not locked behind some large, more expensive set. The roof of this stable area looks super simple, and it is. You know, it's just plates and basic bricks, with the exception of this up here, which has also a couple of jumpers involved. It's super basic up top, but overall, this feels proper. It feels right. It's appropriate. It feels game accurate enough, and still leaves room for imaginative play in the physical world. Just generally, I feel like this is presented really well. The worst thing here is just the printing on the torso of this figure. If they can get that to be good and keep doing all of their Minecraft heads that well as this one was done, then we're moving in a good direction. But just generally speaking, I'm happy with this price point. It's a good amount of stuff, should make a lot of people happy, and thus it makes me happy. Thanks for watching. Let me know what you think about it in the comments, and I'll talk to you again soon.